Hello, baby.
I was crazy once.
I'm thinking of a number.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
A wafer.
This is
Wait-
must be a
wait
really
for
funny
who?
joke.
Wait for me, I'm coming.
I can
Thank you.
imagine. I can see why that was a
I'm
hard one to
coming.
get through.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
There was one, was it Nasty Ned?
Nasty Ned.
Andrew loves this one.
Okay.
This is a friend of ours.
And so you say Nasty Ned is at the door?
So, this is my fault.
Okay.
I am not referring to a knock knock joke at all. I'm referring to just a funny thing that took me a while to say.
Okay.
We were watching Danny Phantom,
Yeah.
and there's a burger place. It's called I think it's called Nasty Ned. I think.
I would not go to.
No,
a place called-
it's called Nasty Burger.
Oh, Nasty
Right,
Burger.
right? You guys
Would
remember
meet
this?
There. Would
Yeah.
meet there. I just gotta say.
I like the chum bucket. Dude, what's better, the Nasty Burger or the chum bucket?
I think Chum Bucket
It's better
Maybe.
because it's not nasty.
It's not nasty.
Only we think that chum is
We
bad.
think it's
but
chum, but some people might like chum.
well, yeah, clearly Plankton does, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he has a mascot, and I just went like, and I like turned it to Andrew, and I said, "That's Nasty Ned."
Yeah.
And then I couldn't hold laughter, and he's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Cause he's nasty."
Yeah, because he's fucking gross.
Yeah, and I just started was crying laughing.
Yeah.
That's good.
So-
I was
Something like
crying of sadness because I
You went to
don't.
the triangle.
Yeah, I did the triangle of sadness. Yeah.
Me with the triangle.
Remember when like Henrik said he watched that movie?
Oh yeah, I do remember.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get
It's
sad.
about the Bermuda Triangle and how fucking scary it is that it makes you sad.
It should be called the Triangle of Scariness.
Yeah.
I think. Right.
I think so because typically it's a scary triangle.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. What's the scariest shape? A pentagram.
Obviously.
Yeah, upside down. you
Yeah.
know?
It's obviously the scariest.
Obviously. Hey guys, welcome back to Style and Direction, a menswear
Welcome.
podcast about the stuffiness.
With the
Hello.
stuffiness?
Without. Did
Oh,
I say
okay.
with?
I hope not.
I hope. I can't.
Because
you know.
we're letting it in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm letting in.
We're gonna
no
be like
people.
that fucking snooty fox in a second.
That's right.
Yeah.
Snooty, finicky, etc.
Uh-huh.
Finicky Fox, shout out.
Finicky
Little
Fox
brown.
and Nasty Ned.
Yeah. Let's say
Yeah.
brown. A brand.
A brown.
A brown. It's a repro. Don't you have clothes from Finicky Fox? You do. You have
I
the
don't-
black Western pants.
Are they, oh, that's Finicky?
That's Finicky
okay, I
Fox,
do
yeah.
have Finicky Fox then.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, welcome. Shout out to all the brands out there.
Hey,
Of
we
all-
love brands.
Yeah, that's true. Stars
This is
and
a
Stripes.
podcast about it. We love brands.
It's a brand podcast.
yeah.
A brand cast.
That's right.
The brand cast. We should start talking about like brands, like ranches, like branding cattle.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. and-
Well, that's what the label is inside the clothing.
Oh, they're branding us like fucking cattle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm piercing through the veil right now. I'm
Okay,
seeing
yeah.
yeah.
that this is all fake, and actually, it's quite capitalist to purchase clothing. It's quite capitalist.
It's
of
quite,
you. Yeah.
it's quite capitalist. I'm a capitalist. See, MJ, I heard you had a little fun little weekend last weekend.
Last weekend? Yes.
Every weekend.
Every weekend is a fun weekend.
That's true. That's true.
But ALA, Anime Los Angeles, was this past weekend.
Woohoo!
Takes place in Long Beach, though, not LA.
Yeah,
so,
not Santa Monica. Well, let's correct some people here
Let's
first.
correct
First
it.
off, Long Beach is a part of LA.
It's in LA
Right.
County.
It's in yes, yeah. Because for those of you who are listening to this, I don't know if you're in fucking Podunk nowhere.
yeah, Podunk,
fuck off.
comma nowhere.
Yeah, or our friends across the pond.
Uh-huh.
There's a
might be a
difference
real
between the
place.
city of Los Angeles.
And
Yeah,
the
that's true.
county.
Yeah, and the Los Angeles County, which I think incorporates like 80 like cities.
It's a big area.
Yeah, it's like
it's a
30.
big area.
Yeah, the DMZ.
Yeah, the DMZ.
TMZ.
Yeah,
yeah,
we-
30 mile zone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How many
Demilitarized
cities
zone.
are in Los Angeles County?
There are
88 incorporated cities. Oh, I even used the correct term for
That's
it.
correct.
It's incorporated. 88 distinct self-governing cities, including the city of Los Angeles.
And
including...
get this, Beverly Hills.
Yes. I thought you were going to say Long Beach, because that's
Yeah.
what we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Little
But
Herald,
also get
Sun
this,
Herald.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Harold.
But yeah, people forget that. Anyway, so MJ is correct and incorrect. Or he's correct both ways. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Long Beach, not Los Angeles. But it's
Yes.
correct that it is
Yeah.
Long.
He said nothing inaccurate in that claim.
Yeah, but claimed two things.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's anime
Yeah.
Los Angeles, and it's not in Los Angeles.
It's not in
City.
Los Angeles City,
New York City.
but it's in
guys
LA
remember that?
County.
Yeah.
What Between the Shadows. Anyway, MJ, what makes this one different than Anime Expo, which I think you and I talked about, I think earlier this year, and we will talk about it again this upcoming.
Later this year. Yeah. Summer episode. Yeah, so it's a little bit a lot of bit compared to Anime Expo, smaller, as well as more community focused, a lot less a lot less brands and like I guess like corporate like involvement or events.
Yeah, you're saying this is not like there's not a lot of industry presence.
This is
Yeah.
the cool indie con.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
this
It
is
should be
the
called Indie Con.
yeah this is this is the one where it's like I don't know, like more I guess grassroots is like a term to use.
The
for
Bernie
it.
Sanders of anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be called Anime Bernie Sanders. Actually,
Should be called Anime Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No Kings.
Um,
The No Kings tour.
I don't have like a connection with like a joke there, but
Yeah, it's fine.
uh,
I often don't.
yeah. But yeah, it's cool.
Did you get a lot of the banner things
Yeah,
attached to your badge that Scott has told me about?
ribbon
Spencer, do you
hunting.
know about this?
No, what is this?
Yes, yes,
Tell
MJ,
me
tell us
about
about ribbon hunting.
Oh,
This is a really
yeah,
cool
so,
thing.
Something that makes ALA, I guess, stand out as its as its own event as a Southern California anime convention is the ribbons.
cool.
So people have like custom ribbons made. The convention itself has like their own like
Wow.
anime Los Angeles 2026 like logos
like a
and
sticker
stuff.
or a badge or a pin, I guess.
Yeah,
Kinda.
so like people collect it, they attach it to their badge, so they end up a lot of attendees end up making like their own banners attached to their badge with like their
Yeah, I'm looking at
favorite
this. This is crazy.
favorite like references, memes. People go to like meetups so that you'll get like I don't
Love
know,
memes.
you'll get like you'll get like a Studio Ghibli like themed ribbon, and maybe you'll see like another like Studio Ghibli like cosplayer or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, I like your Porco Rosso cosplay. Give Ethan a special like ribbon because he's
ribbon.
dressed up as
Yeah.
Porco Rosso, so that's cool. So it just kind of like fosters that like community aspect. People do like I said, they have like custom ribbons. You could order like custom ribbons through them, like stuff like that. So
This is neat. This is cool.
I
like
love
stuff
it.
like
this is
Yeah.
it's so fun.
I think they even have like
yeah.
a contest like who can accumulate the most ribbons like for like the
I mean, yeah,
the
from what
year.
I've seen, there's one photo we have of this person who I'm assuming is multiple years. If this is one
That
event,
would be
this is
crazy if that was one.
But like, it's like a,
it's like a stole, like you would wear
yeah,
at
yeah,
graduation
just
or
like,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, next to the
That's really fun.
Next to the merch booth, I don't know if you have the picture there, but they have like a big like giraffe plushie or like whatever, and everybody like everybody can put like ribbons on it, so it'll have like
on this thing. That's cute.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it's
Did you?
fun.
Which was your favorite ribbon that you received?
Favorite
is.
ribbon.
There it is.
So I don't know the reference, but I got it like during the opening ceremony, and it just says "You got toasted, ALA 2026." So
Yeah,
whatever
that's
that
great.
means, that's fun.
Yeah.
Is it running out to go to your anime school and you have a piece of toast in your mouth? Is that what that, or is it
maybe.
or is it just a damn reference to drugs and alcohol?
Maybe. I
What
mean,
is that? Hold on, wait. What does that mean?
Toasted? I don't know. Some people say that when you get really high.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I thought this was a deeper thing than just another form of like getting high.
Kids are getting high these days using toast.
Yeah.
Me every morning, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? As I'm late to school.
I'm getting fucking high on grains, dude.
Yeah, green it up.
Yeah.
That's what getting
Any,
drunk
did you
is.
notice any like? Yeah,
Yes.
that is true.
Wait, that's actually right.
Yeah.
I'm getting high on
MJ
grains.
keeps saying things that are correct
Uh-huh.
in more than one way.
He's kind of the correct meister.
They call me the
You should animate
corrector.
him. Yeah.
That's a different villain actually.
Yeah. Did you notice any fun like trends? Anything you noticed about people's attire or whatever? That
Yeah,
was
who
over
are the
there?
hot characters
Oh, that
this
was
year?
Yeah.
I was actually
'Cause
talking
yeah.
about that with like Christina and Bax, how there was it felt like there's a lot more variety and a lot less I don't know. It was more like a good spread of like fandoms this year. I was about to say this season. I guess this season, but yeah.
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 Why do you think that is?
I feel like it's been a while since a yeah, there you go.
Been a while.
Since-
Yeah, sorry, I had to do it.
since a like a new big anime came out, because I feel like a lot of the big stuff already,
Right, Demon Slayer
already came
kind of was like that's
out.
like yeah,
Yeah.
the movie was last year.
yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen movie was last year.
right.
Chainsaw Man
Was also last year.
So like even though you saw those, like I didn't see like I didn't see like one like every like 3 feet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I think when we covered Anime Expo, covered it, but like we barely like talked a little bit about
Yeah.
it. It's not like we're going around, doing those interview things,
Yeah.
but
The Kasim G
it
style.
makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense that there was a lot of like Demon Slayer stuff either like the year before and this year because of like the hype for the movie was coming out, and yeah, interesting to see like kind of like a not a lull, but like an opportunity maybe for like more niche or like just like kind of regular non-hype stuff to like take
Yeah, you could just
the centerfold.
let
I
your
guess.
freak flag fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be whatever damn character you
And
want.
there were a
Like,
lot of freak
speaking of-
flags.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. You got some Higao
Yeah.
face stuff. You got
Well, yeah, straight up a
Furry
Hego
stuff.
flag.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You saw me there.
yeah, yeah, that was actually Ethan's.
Yeah. What? Well, speaking of I guess of attire, MJ, what did you cosplay this time, or did you just wear like regular outfits?
Did you just wear clothes
yeah,
or
just
were
put
you
on the
naked?
Yeah, I
Fucking-
I didn't wear any clothes.
Oh, the freak flag.
Nice.
Yeah, I just wore flags. But yeah, I just wore my like all my cyberpunk stuff. So it was like, even though they were based on like characters, it wasn't like a full cosplay.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It
You're
was-
doing
You
your
might
own
say that
thing.
you're bounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was like cyberpunk bounding or anime bounding.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it's it's cooler than like weather-wise than Anime Expo. So it's like it's fine to like
Oh, that's right.
go around.
Yeah,
and,
that
like,
makes
a-
sense.
July
It
is
was-
crazy.
But it got hot this week, but last weekend it was still pretty chilly.
Yeah.
At least in terms of how chilly it gets in Southern California.
Yeah, and I mean
Yeah.
going towards Long Beach, it tends to cool down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I was able to wear like a turtleneck and
Nice.
a little bit of a heavier, I guess, jacket. Yeah, I wore my Nike like tactical boots. It turns out it's great for walking all day. Who knew?
Who would have known that
Yeah.
tactical clothing is comfortable and
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
will
meant
good
to
for
be
that.
on your feet like for the whole
Dude,
day.
I'll talk about this a little bit when we get into like New Year's resolutions or whatever, but I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I'm actually gonna have to fucking buy shoes that are good for like
Walking around,
and
yeah.
working and running or like
Yeah.
working out in, because it's like I want to do my stylish shoes, but then I want to kill myself afterwards.
Which is funny because I feel
sucks,
like
dude.
I see people at the gym where I guess Converse is like different. It's not like a deck shoe or something.
Yeah.
It's like flat or whatever. I guess Converse are also kind of
Converse,
flat though.
they're pretty flat. They used to be like basketball shoes. That
Yeah.
used to be like what you wore to play basketball, but I don't think they're very recommended anymore.
Yeah,
there's just
every
no
so often I'm
support.
always like, yeah,
Yeah.
Every so often I'm like, should I buy Salomons like so I can like
Oh, yeah.
have a shoe that I can wear at the gym that also I feel like looks cool with certain fits and
Yeah.
also like I can wear it to hiking or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I'm like. I don't know. I feel like I want like a cross. This sounds. I'm sure this exists somewhere. And if someone's listening to this, they could tell me. Like a cross between like a boot and sneaker that's not too booty, but
Yeah.
it's not like a fucking like Nike
like-
sock.
Maybe something
Yeah.
that like offers some more like ankle support or whatever.
Because I feel like
yeah.
that would look better with fits than like just like a regular like Merrill shoe.
Maybe
You know what I mean?
there's got to be just like a high top, like nice sneaker that
Yeah,
you
like
could
I don't
get.
want
No.
this, but I also want something that's more than this. Like I guess if I always look at like vintage ACG, like Nikes, and I'm like something that's also not this, but like we're getting there. Like
Yeah,
this.
those are cool.
Yeah.
They're kind of like more like hiking boot.
Hiking
looking
boots,
thing.
but I want like see, it's like hiking boot, but like more like a sneaker that's like softer and I can like wear more often or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's anyway. Yeah.
We'll get into it, man.
We'll get into
the
this.
boots.
Let's talk about the other. Let's talk about another convention.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
I think so.
Pitti
conventions,
Uomo.
Speaking,
Yeah.
we just talked about a convention that you or I didn't go to,
Yeah.
but
Alright.
MJ did, and now we're gonna talk about one that all three of us went to,
yeah.
or didn't go to. Yeah, secret.
That'd be crazy. I mentioned
secret
this.
surprise.
We were secretly at Pitti the
We were
entire
in
time.
disguise.
Yeah.
With
we weren't.
the Hega flags.
Oh my
Yes.
god, that'd be crazy. Yeah. So this is not going to take that long because again, we're not there.
We're not there,
And,
man. We don't
a-
even know what happened behind.
A lot of
closed doors.
people also a lot of publications are like ads. I can't even fucking open this shit. I'm too lazy to like put it through like an archive or whatever. But a lot of places had some stuff. This is interesting. I think we talked about this last time with Pitti, but like we're like peak menswear now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's one of those things where, as we saw last year, maybe last spring summer, I think, where there is a lot of regular stuff. Like it's still like a menswear trade show. There's still non-tailoring, but I think because of how much men's fashion right now is paying attention to what they would probably call, well, I guess quiet luxury is not as in anymore, but like preppy, Americana, all that kind of stuff. I feel like we're just seeing a lot more of that, and people are also dressing more like those things. And so, like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool to see, people, taking photos of like old men wearing overcoats. A lot of like Ralph Lauren stuff. Like people are paying attention to more of like the trad stuff. Like here, we got this like Navy officer greatcoat that we're looking at. This like guy wearing Chelsea boots and like it's basically like a blazer or peacoat, just long with like a navy blue polka dot scarf. Like that's cool. You obviously got I forgot this guy's name. This Japanese buyer for I think Beams or whatever. But wearing a turtleneck, houndstooth. Like this, like it's cool to see people. Like I guess still dress like this, but also I realize these are all old people.
Yeah.
And I think that we're just looking at like they're Simon. Simon's not old. But like obviously there's always going to be a space for like classic like tailoring, and I guess people are paying attention more to that. It's almost to the point now where when I was scrolling on TikTok, like regular people are covering Pitti. Like people are like, oh my god, here's my best look. So like this is kind
That's
of fun.
kind of interesting.
Like
It's
to
gone
see,
damn mainstream.
Yeah, and people are like searching for inspo, and I guess I don't really look at Pitti as much anymore. Because I mean I don't know. I'm just like I'm looking at myself. If any of the last episode is any indication, but. It's still good. I got obviously Tony Sylvester over here with the blue, like what looks like a boiled wool chore coat thing with a turtleneck and his iconic beret. There's a lot of good stuff here. I don't know about trends anymore. Everything just looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Everything is, and that's the good part. Like everything is just menswear. Like there's a guy here wearing gray suit, a striped shirt with a striped tie with a bucket hat. Like this is good.
This is really good, but yeah, it's like not something. I don't know. Like I remember Pitti would be like, "Oh, this is where everyone's bringing out their like absolute most special fits." And I'm not saying that this is not like
Extra
this guy's most
bestest.
like, but like.
Yeah.
It used to be peacocks. And now like everyone just kind of looks like, oh, this is like a guy in like fucking New York City,
Yeah.
It's cool. I like this. Like look, this guy in a bomber jacket. That's a great look.
Yeah, the bomber jacket's really good.
Bomber jacket.
Like the one we
Shout
the one we
out,
just
haha,
saw.
you clowns.
Yeah, I mean this is pretty crazy. I like this.
That coat is incredible.
This guy,
That's
I forgot
an
his
awesome
name.
ass coat. Man.
My god, I'm so bad at this. But like, yeah, he's wearing like a crazy like weave overcoat with a southwestern print, like Navajo like beaded looking scarf on top, but then looks like some kind of tunic or like a infinity scarf underneath it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of Saffin Core-esque on that one, which is really cool here. Lots of barber jackets. You got Nick Wooster out here with a like Ike jacket combined with like a blazer which got huge brass buttons on it, which is interesting. I mean, I feel like a lot of clothing has gotten less bold, classic menswear. That's kind of like what it is. Lots of parties, I feel like. Obviously, I don't really cover... I'm not going to get invited to any of those shit. We're just regular-ass dudes here.
We're just regular guys.
I did say something in my Discord where, like, people, like... I think Pitti is now okay with it being that non-industry because, like, they just want to, like, sell the idea of going to Pitti. And I guess that's the same thing with any kind of convention, like, you know, like, cover it and talk about it. But I think it's interesting that, like, you know, like, the whole thing is parties, and now it's not even, like... If you know, like, people are posting it because it's content now. But everyone looks stylish. Apparently, fedoras are still in. I mean, you still got the Italian guys wearing the fedoras and the big coats.
Big ass coats.
That's right. You got, of course, Anglo-Italian looking muted like they always do, which is great.
Someone hand me the remote.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're muted.
Yep. Which is probably what I'm going to wear today. That's something like that, you know. But... Oh yeah, Brycelands. They always look good. They always look great.
Whoa, this looks great.
Yeah, so I guess we'll describe this for the listeners here. You know, like you got Ethan wearing what looks like a vest, a plaid wool vest over a
field jacket,
tunic kind of a thing, or maybe it's an anorak. I don't know. Yeah. But he's also got the fisherman
like the hood.
Like thing underneath there. The fisherman like cream knit with like the black gel jeans with white socks and of course aggressions, and then Kenji looking slick as fuck.
This is great.
He's looking great at the camera.
Yeah, his mustache, his hair.
Yeah,
that looks pretty good
fucking
too.
Awesome. He's got his grizzly leather jacket with a roll neck, some black or charcoal gray trousers, and some very very slick black cowboy boots. So they look fucking awesome as always. Yeah, you know, one of these days, I don't know. We'll never get there.
We'll literally never know.
You have to fly, as you said before, you have to fly into like Rome and then take a train to Florence.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's like booked up months in advance, like where are you gonna go? And then like we're not gonna get invited to any fucking shows, like or whatever, you know? Or
not the way we behave.
A guy who's private on Instagram and then two guys that don't have that many followers who don't post that often. Like what's the point? We're gonna tell our like 80 listeners.
We're gonna tell our friends. Like our close personal
our friends who aren't like Sirhan, who's like just bridging with, hey, look at this, be like thumbs up, and that's it, you know. Hey, if you want to, you know, comp us or whatever, you know.
And no, actually, we have a huge reach, and we'll tell everybody.
Actually, please, whoever it is,
everybody that we know.
I'm sure it's fun. I mean, obviously, it's a trade show. Like, we're not even buying or selling. Like even...
I'll sell my body.
What about it?
I'll sell it.
Oh, I see.
You know, for money.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, we're, you know, if we were a part of a brand or something, or like we were a buyer, or we had, I guess for the Style and Direction store, we're doing a big buy.
There you go. Yeah, we're
stocking Brycelands.
The hats that we're always talking about.
That's right. Oh my god.
We're just gonna sell baseball caps.
We
should just fucking do it.
Speaking about this, New Year's resolution, guys.
We're gonna make hats.
We're gonna make hats.
That is actually we're gonna do it. It wouldn't be that much. We could do it.
Because in my head, it's the purple one.
Yeah, we gotta get the purple one.
The purple one with the logo on top. Yeah.
We're gonna go to one of the mall stores or something, you know?
Lids.
Yeah.
Go to lids.com.
Lids.biz.
You guys remember how like businesses like during like the .com thing where like they would just change your name to like .com?
I love that.
You love it. Okay.
Yeah, there's a place around here that's called like yourlocalgrocery.com or something.
Well, 1-800-Flowers I feel like is getting on, like, if you search it up you'll find them. You know?
I'm Oscar.com.
Nosker.
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions. MJ, tell us what you've got. Tell me.
Yeah. So
tell me, please, Rachel. Show them to me.
Show me to me,
please. I guess going off of the hats, maybe first hat comes this year somehow.
You're talking about a fedora?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm acting incredulous. I do see it in the notes here, but this is for the listeners at home. So it's like I'm discovering this for the first time.
It's nice that we're like
fedora jump scare.
We're really just explaining all this. Yeah.
It's all behind the scenes, just like our last episode. Bonus.
Yeah.
Fedora, you're saying yes.
Fedora this year. Don't know how. Don't know when, but. Maybe coming this year.
Yeah, I don't know if Cody is back or maybe taking a break from this. But, you know, there's always Joyride or Garahan hats from our friend Rob and the fine folks of Joyride.
Yes.
I know.
They just opened up a whole separate, I think, location just for hats, Joyride.
Oh, really?
Wow. I think they posted on Instagram. They got like an empty storefront that was like right near there.
Oh, I think he was mentioning this.
That's
to
going to
me.
be... So it's like the hat
Pure
business must be
hats.
fucking booming.
Yeah.
The straw hats, I still kind of want one of the straw hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that. What am I doing? What am I typing here?
24.
252.
Yeah.
24, 50. All right, Spencer, just say the straw hats. Ready and go.
I'm not in the market for like a felt or wool hat right now, but some of their straw hats look
Yeah,
incredible.
I'm
I would
always
really
like
the straw hat.
I love my boater. It's not boater season yet, obviously. I do have my Panama hat, which I've had for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's like warped. I think I mentioned this before, where like I wore it to like Labor Day once, and I think like the humidity from the pool just like warped it.
Oh, that's
like
a
it still
shame,
looks
yeah.
fine, but like the fine like ridge of the Panama has like kind of widened out.
Oh my God.
So it's like not as like no one's gonna know except for me.
Yeah.
But I would love to have another one.
Yeah.
So we got to go.
Yeah, but MG,
Another
I guess
one.
you guys should just get it now.
Okay.
Because I feel like his wait list is like
That's probably
half a
true,
year.
yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I want to get a bespoke suit. We'll do it now because it'll take like 2
It'll take
years
a
or
while.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And the good part is, you know, good friends, you know?
Good
They're
friends and friends.
Good people. Yeah, MG, what would it be? Oh, yeah, I mean, why am I asking this? The answer is, as we've said before, Indiana Jones, right? Like
Jones.
that's kind of, it's
Fedora.
got to be, that's most people's first hats are a brown fedora for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, I floated that to Cody before. Yeah, but yeah, that's probably the one. High percentage.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else you got, MJ? What other New Year's resolutions? Things you want to do, things you don't want to do. How about that?
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
neither do I.
Yeah, that's my resolution every year, actually.
And I beat the damn thing.
And I beat the damn devil.
Yeah, so far so
Yep.
good, right? I lost my place. Yeah, so hat, and then want to get back into hobbies. I feel like I haven't, I haven't like sat down to like play a video game in like a while, which is
You're telling
which
me,
is like
brother.
crazy. I feel like I bought Battlefield and played for like a week, and then like that was it.
Yeah, come on, we got to get back on there. But, I mean, you and me both, actually.
Yeah, or even just like I've been seeing a lot of like multiplayer games, like those like silly dumb ones. Like haven't tried any of them.
Oh,
like there's one
yeah.
where you just go on like an RV like trip with your friends, and that's the
Okay,
game.
That's
you like
pretty good.
This is the year we bring back streaming, actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Any other style like ones? Or anything you want to try out, or anything in your closet that you want to get rid of, or you know?
I don't know. I guess it's more of like a perspective shift with wearing clothes or menswear, a little bit more inspired from outside things, I guess, because I mean, you know, we already
Yeah.
talked about getting inspired by ourselves or by our past or whatever, but a little bit more I guess this is also like a foreshadowing more effort into
Oh yes.
what
All the best things require effort.
True.
what I look at, what we wear. So that would be good.
Yeah.
And then I mean, this is just a general thing, but I don't know if I said on the podcast what I'm moving towards career wise, but looking to make some strength increase.
You're
Strength
gonna need
gains.
it. You gotta activate those jaws of life or whatever. MJ, when you're out there.
Yeah.
saving
You
people.
know, one of my instructors was like, "Yeah, I've done CPR for like an hour straight." I was like, "That's crazy."
Damn, man, those first responders are crazy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
in the
those
best
first
way.
responders.
We love them. True heroes. Remember that when like during COVID, the whole
Yeah.
like,
Oh
real,
yeah,
real
and
heroes
then
work here.
it would be like Superman and Iron Man like bowing down.
Wait,
I've seen those.
That's really funny though.
I made a going to space 911 joke to one of the fire rescue instructors, because he goes like you know, it's not 911 calls are not all Hollywood, right? And I was like, oh, so you've never gone to space before?
That's good.
And nobody
Yeah,
laughed.
yeah, it's going to space, and then also like I think the satellite like burns in and makes like a meteor shower over Los
There's
Angeles.
like a bee tornado or something, right?
Yeah, B-NATO, that was a
was
big one.
B-NATO.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Of course,
just
there was
saw
the-
that one last week.
MJ,
Not the
Where
Yeah,
the horse sperm
yeah.
repository caught on fire
The
and all the
semen one?
horse sperm
Yeah.
was
Yep.
exploding. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta watch this show.
We should
man.
watch
We gotta
this
watch
show.
this damn show.
Everyone should watch The Pit, by the way. I've heard
I know,
rumors
but you
That's,
keep telling
that's
me.
the
that
next
this
one.
season furries go to the hospital.
Oh fuck
Okay,
yeah!
we gotta
Because,
speed
uh,
run this
they get
first season.
it gets too hot in there. They get like burned in or
Because
whatever.
specifically the show is set in Pittsburgh, and this season is every season is one day, and this season
Yeah.
is set on 4th of July.
It's a 24-hour
4th of July
shift.
weekend has the largest furry con in the world in Pittsburgh.
Is that real?
That is true. This is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It's called
Rated
Anthrocon or something.
Oh my god!
And someone asked one of the writers about it, and he's like, just wait and see.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure furries are going to be in this season.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I gotta
You gotta watch The Pit. It has actually, this season is more ooey and gooey than last one, so I don't know if you're gonna.
No, thank you. How about Ooh and Gooey Heated Rivalry? I mean that's done now, but like that's
Yeah.
that's a crazy. It's a very. I only
It
seen
was
one
that like a
episode.
one season like
I
one
think
and done, or
it's
is
no. I
it
think it's
gonna be more?
I think it's gonna be more. I feel like it's very hot, very sexy. These are
Very
hot
heated.
men, very heated, very rival.
And then rivaled.
Yeah, exactly.
They rivaled.
It's also I know this is like not really news to people, maybe to like menswear guys. I don't know if menswear guys are watching Heated Rivalry, but it is a period piece. It's like 2008.
Oh.
and so like
It's like Ella McKay.
yeah. Oh really?
Ella McKay
Yeah.
is set in 2008.
Well, like I think there's a part where a guy is wearing like a untucked short collar slim shirt with a bomber jacket, black slim jeans, and white sneakers. And like that's exactly what this like an athlete or like a regular guy would wear.
Are they like, fuck the economic crisis, the financial crisis? Is
One part
happening.
there, so I thought this was a joke. This
Yeah.
is but in the first episode, right? Like some guy's like, oh, like it's about two young up and coming hockey players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they, I guess like so far the drama, I guess, is that they're painting this narrative as like a sports narrative, like they are rivals, but like they're lovers,
Yeah.
I don't think they're out yet, which also causes some drama. But there's a part where like one guy's with his parents, like yeah, I saw him on YouTube, and like the dad who's like like 50 or 60 years old, whatever, he's like, "What's YouTube?" And I'm like,
whoa. Do
I
people not
don't know. I
YouTube
feel like my
back then?
parents knew what YouTube was.
In 2008? I feel like it was probably like what? It started in like 2005, right?
Yeah, 6, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I joined in 2006 or 7. Well, no, maybe even. There's a video of me going, Auntie, record this, and I go on like a little like swing by, like
Oh, that's cute.
That's it. That's what YouTube was all about. I don't fuck all the get ready with me content. Anyway, they do say something like that. One guy says like, I think there's like, I forgot what the joke was, but I was like, okay, that kind of feels kind of real. But we talked about this with Marty Supreme, where someone goes, "Are you for real?" And I'm like, that's not what someone would say in the 50s. That's not that's not a thing. Okay, yeah. Well, Spencer, what about you? Anything? Any
I don't have.
resolutions?
I have resolutions, not necessarily clothing like buying related, but
man.
the stuff is like I want to repair some stuff. I've been sitting on a bunch of repairs.
I got some stuff about that in a second, but yeah.
Yeah,
go
and then just like MJ, like I don't know. I want to read more. I was reading a lot last year, and then the last couple months of the year, I just like stopped. So
in my head, you read all the time.
I do. I mean, I do.
He's always
but
got like a fucking book in his back pocket.
I keep books with
performative
me.
male shit.
Yeah, I do performative male stuff, and I want to keep doing it.
Except you're not reading like, I don't know, David Foster
No.
Wallace. You're reading
No.
like the.
Well, right now I'm reading
the bank
Vonnegut,
robber.
I guess.
Okay,
So-
yeah. I guess that's kind of closer to that. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I want to read more, spend less time on cell phone and internet because it just makes brain bad, dude.
Yeah, I
and
did watch a
then-
video on brain rot. I didn't
Yeah.
watch it. I was putting. This is interesting. I started putting stickers on my like luggage.
Oh, yeah.
and 'cause I think I did the pins behind
And
me.
now you're like,
I should just because like all of those pins and all my stickers were like in like a Ziploc bag, and I'm like, let's
gotta
put
do
them
something
somewhere.
with it.
You know. Anyway, continue.
so there's that, and then there's I don't know, just in general, like get healthier and fitter, which I think it's gonna involve like losing weight, but I'm trying not to tie the resolution specifically to that because then I'm gonna like lose like 10 or 15 pounds and be like, okay, cool, and then just like go back to eating chips all day. So like
Sounds like my kind of day, actually.
so
No.
that'll be like a happy byproduct of that. But I've been walking a lot. I haven't got a gym membership again yet, but I'll do that eventually. But
yeah. What if
I
there's
don't
a
like
show
spending money.
called-
That's the other
yeah.
thing, is being more frugal, I guess.
You want to
So,
be more frugal.
I want to be less frugal. No, I want to be
I
more
wanna
frugal.
spend- this is
I want
the
to
year
save,
of
I want to save
spending
more
more
money. And so Part of that is like also why I'm like I don't want to set resolutions for like I'm gonna buy a new suit this year. I would love to. If it happened, I wouldn't be upset, but I wanna focus on other stuff. So that's mainly what I'm resolutioning for.
Okay. Well, how about like do
Resolving.
you have any style ones at all? Like anything you want to try out or maybe do less of this year?
I don't know. I think it's like it is the main one is really just like repairing a bunch of stuff because I have a bunch of pieces that I love that I don't wear anymore
You
just
love
because I need to take them to the tailor or I need to like in the case of my Aldens I should ship those back to Alden to at least get some of the stitching redone. My Aldens, the back stitching is coming loose, and I'm worried about that. So I haven't worn those in a long time, but I miss them. I miss my my penny loafers.
Your LHS ones.
And so I guess the style resolution with those is wear them again, but first I have to get them repaired.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So the reason why I was like I got something to say is because I took my shoes to get resold. At the time of writing or at the time of recording, I don't have them back yet. I will get them next week, I think.
How was it just bringing it over? What was the are you you trust them? Of course you do. You left your shoes there, but
That's true. I think so. The guy was really nice. I feel like there's a lot. There's a lot of customers. I ask them about like. I mean, it's one of those things, right? When you ask like a repairman, they'll obviously say, "Yeah, I can do that," And so a grain of salt, right? But like I went to a place that a friend Miles over at who works at Buck Mason said he's brought his Aldens too. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try them out, and so I'll find out. And yeah, I mean, he walked me through. He's like, do you want to do a resole, or do you want to just cover it with like a leather sole or like a rubber sole? But I was like, oh well, I don't want it like. I feel like the soles are worn thin, and I don't want to have a thick sole. Just to like I might as well just do an actual one and put like a thin rubber sole for traction. So we're gonna do that. I got a heel replacement on there too. Also brought over my opera pumps because those are fucking destroyed because I wore them in the rain and they're old shoes and they're like slippers basically. And like the heel is just like disintegrating.
Oh yeah.
And I wear opera pumps more than the average person. It's not a flex. It's just because I already have. I'm going to my first Phil concert next week.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I'm going to hopefully either wear them. I mean, obviously I have the Battle and Lounge, a Belgian style slippers. So I have my backups if I have to do it. But anyway, so like that's interesting. That's not really a resolution. It's just a new thing for me to do.
Yeah.
In terms of resolution stuff, like style wise. I don't know. I feel like, there's a lot of last year where it's inspired from myself. Maybe like look at things that are not myself for once this year. Yeah. Be a little less self-centered. But it's kind of like, the appeal was that like I don't have to be online to do that kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like I can just look at an old photo. And even for this, like, so there's that 2016 trend happening right now on social. Yeah. And I went into 2016 and I will admit when I was pulling old photos for the like I said for the outfit repeating one, like I did pick the ones that are closest to my thing. There's a lot of non-close stuff, specifically when I was still like trying intentionally to be modern instead of like trying to do a vintage modern thing or modern meets vintage thing. And so some of those fits do not look good because they get so like H&M or like at the tail end of that. It's funny because I went to the end of 2016 and I was like, okay, we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think that's like right before I started working at Ascot Chang and like kind of doing
that's
more
right. That's
Drake
around
stuff.
that time, yeah.
Because and so it is kind of fun to look back and see those things that are just straight up like, oh, that sucks. Like, oh, well, like what? I guess not. What was I thinking? I knew what I was thinking.
What was I thinking?
But anyway, it would be fun to like look at like things that are not me as sources of inspiration. Because. But I don't know. Like I get conversation all the time with like a new menswear friend, right? And I've said this before on the podcast where people are like, "Oh my god, like what are you looking at right now?" I'm like, "I don't know, like nothing." Like, like oh, like what brand is exciting you? And I'm like, I don't know. Like when I look at like Ralph Lauren just had one of the first fashion shows in a couple of years.
Oh really?
At Milan, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I guess it's more so like I'm looking for the styling, but I mean I don't style myself like a runway model. Like that, there's like an art to runway stuff, even with classic menswear. Like Todd Snyder does one, I think, every year as well. And I know I'm not gonna do that. I know I'm like not gonna just wear like a hoodie that's like tied around my neck over a suit. Like I don't need to do that. Well, I mean, I want to wear more hats, I guess.
Yeah.
I know that I do it every so often, but like I don't know. Like I'm looking up, I feel like
You have a lot of hats.
I do have a lot of hats. I mean, I wear my Tyrolean. I want to wear my cowboy hat more.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna wear my pith helmet.
That wear it a lot during the summer.
Yeah,
yeah.
with a white suit. I love that. You know, I gotta find a way to make it like not
I
colonial
feel like
looking.
honestly, like maybe this will still look colonial, but just like shorts
That's crazy.
with a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, with a Hawaiian, like not a field shirt.
Yeah, but it's like I'm on vacation and I'm wearing a pith helmet. Like,
I wish it was
it's
like
the 60s or
straw to
70s.
kind of, but I feel like also I'm glad that it's actually the real one too,
Yeah.
which makes it even better. So like I got that. Oh yeah, I waxed my barber. Talk about repairing stuff. I don't know. I really don't. Everyone always talks about resolutions and stuff like that. I don't really have too many. Like I don't. Oh, we talked about ins and outs. We had like blessed and cursed last year.
Yeah.
Like I don't think my blessed and
Blurs.
cursed has changed that much either. Like I still think like get ready with me is cursed. Like I guess it's more sort of like mindset stuff that I'm not into.
Not gonna do it.
More resolution stuff. I don't know. Buy more records or less records.
Or less?
I don't know. I don't. I
One
can't.
of those two?
I haven't decided which one I'm going to lean
It's something
into.
involving records, but it doesn't. It's not clear yet.
both.
It's not clear.
Yeah.
Maybe try more drinks that are not alcohol or coffee. Maybe
There
like
you go.
get some more tea. Try some soda. Like I feel
Okay.
like soda was
The
never
dirty
something in my
soda?
life as much, and now I'm like, you know what? Like I don't mind it. Like I was out with James and Sirhan, and we were like, oh man, you know what would hit right now? A Diet Coke. And I'm like,
Honest to God, sometimes yes.
And
Actually, I have a Diet Coke like every day with lunch at work, so
okay.
it rocks, man.
And I again, as MJ knows, and I guess maybe Spencer knows, because I didn't really grow up drinking soda at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I didn't drink alcohol, and I don't even drink coffee. And now I do all those things. It's like soda is kind of like, okay, interesting.
Gotta go
now,
get the one that you get from like a nice hotel restaurant where
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lime
yeah.
in there.
Yes,
Dude.
I went to a place for Christmas, like one of like the holidays with my family, and I went to a restaurant. They had like house soda, and it was so like it was agave vanilla cream soda.
That sounds pretty good.
Because normally it's like orange cream soda
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'm like, that was real good.
Mm-hmm.
I want more knickknacks.
Knickknacks are so much fun.
And we were Spencer alluded to it earlier, but I have like a snooty fox, and he's literally
Mr.
very
Snoot,
snooty.
yeah.
He is wearing a red tailcoat, I guess. He's even doing that British thing where you have a safety pin.
Well, he's
in
kind
the,
of
in
it's
the
kind of
scarf.
wearing like a hunting outfit.
A fox, which is kind of crazy.
It's the
race
joke.
trader.
He's
a race
the race trader.
Because it's a fox dressed like a guy who would hunt foxes.
Yeah.
But it's a little fun little like paperweight / bottle opener, very heavy. And I saw it. I was like, that's really cool. Then I also got a little. I'm not gonna jingle it because I don't want to have sound in the
Jingle
thing. But I got a little pen holder for my desk because I didn't have one earlier. Maybe. Well, okay. I bought JMMs. And so I'm like, I'm not buying sunglasses ever again.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't know. Like, also, I want to buy things that are not menswear. But I've also feel like I've been kind of doing that already. In terms,
You want to keep doing it.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, it's weird to say that on a menswear podcast. Like, I don't want to buy menswear, but I'm still obviously gonna wear it.
I think it's like you want to have interests and you want to have things that get you excited outside of that too.
Yes. Oh well, more theme parties. I think.
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
that would
Obviously,
be awesome.
Everyone is ramping it up. We got Joseph's, the John Wick thing.
We
had
gotta keep it
Friendsmas.
going. We haven't had one in 2026 yet, but we will.
Yeah, we're 14 days, 17 days into
Come
this.
on, guys! 2 weeks and we haven't have a themed party.
I know. So yeah, more of that. I don't know if I'll do actual cosplay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe
I was thinking about doing. This is barely a part. Well, it's not like the theming is.
Yeah.
There's a really cool bowling alley in Orange County near me.
Ugh, more bowling nights.
I want to go there
Bowling
and then
nights.
watch The Big Lebowski, or maybe the other way around.
I want to go to a bowling alley and dress like it's the 50s and like we're
Yeah.
going bowling. Actually,
That
like,
would be fun.
We should do.
I have a bowling shirt. I have my Levi's
more.
bowling
I guess
shirt.
dressing up for the things that you
Yeah.
are doing. Like obviously, like when I dress up for a coffee shop, like I want to feel like I'm in a Parisian cafe or like I'm like cosplaying a intellectual in the 30s or whatever. But like
I'm Mr. Intellectual.
yeah, but like like mini golf in like 50s clothes or whatever,
That could be fun.
which I think that like Benny Reese does. I think like, they do like the like +4s in mini golf. I think it's like a
Yeah,
vintage
I've seen-
thing.
I've
It's
seen
kind of like the
that.
bike tweed. Like our versions of like the whole the tweed bike run or whatever. I think would be really fun to do. Again, I look at my closet. I feel like I wear everything. Like I wear my sandals when it's, I wear my white bucks. I wear opera pumps. I there's nothing I don't really wear too much of. Maybe more sports shirts.
Oh, that's good.
You know, because I feel like my default is always, I say this every year, like I want to be more casual, or at least give more love there, because I'm always wearing, a necktie. Like even today, it's Saturday, right? We record this on Saturdays, a little this behind the scenes, and I have planned to wear a gray suit with a striped shirt and a patterned tie. And it's Saturday. You could argue that I should wear something that's for the weekend, but hey, that's what I'm wearing this weekend. Also, because I wore like a casual outfit the night before. It kind of reminds me of when I went to Caltech to visit a friend of mine, Sylvia, and like they're wearing regular clothes, and I walk up and I'm wearing a suit, and the guy's like, "Oh, why are you so dressed up?" I'm like, "Well, today's Friday." And he's like,
"I don't get it."
And he's like, I'm like, "Well, I wore a suit yesterday." I'm like, "What was yesterday?" "It was Thursday."
Yeah.
and he just like walked away, and I'm like,
he doesn't get it.
Like he doesn't get it, But like, yeah, I guess it's like, the more I wear suits, the more casual I want to be, and like, I don't need I don't need like an occasion to wear a suit. I want to put in the effort, or I don't know. I mean, everything, like we had a whole episode on people assume putting on a suit takes effort, but like I just like in my head I was like, I want to wear a gray suit today, and like it's like a fugue state, as I've talked about. I just pull out the striped shirt and this tie, and like, I pull out these cream socks, and boom, it's done. And as I've said before too, doing that, the micro decisions of me going, oh, well, maybe not that shirt then becomes a part of a different outfit. It's like, I pulled it out for a reason, and I
felt something,
and I feel bad about putting it back in the closet.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, now I gotta put something with this thing, and then then the process repeats. Where like I pull out a jacket, I'm like, oh, maybe not this jacket. I find the right jacket for that shirt, but I'm like, well, that jacket should be worn too. Then here it goes. So then I have to stop myself. I had to like snap myself out of the fugue state.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Get some help.
Last part here. I know it's a little abrupt, but I do want to talk about this.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk
about this. So when I was in New York, I was talking with Young Chomsky, good friend of the pod.
He is a friend of the pod.
Talking about John Feld. And remember that era?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Even now I'm starting to see it come back.
Oh yeah,
like
that
people,
kind of thing.
Yeah, like, and obviously every so often, and I feel like we hit the peak with John Feld during the pandemic because everyone was watching Seinfeld, and then now I'm seeing it again. Where, like, how many times do you have to repeat the tweet like, George Costanza actually hits? Like, yes, we know this. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole point of the show, is that he's
like everyone, like, why not just dress like Jerry? Like, it's so simple, like normcore. Like we're getting that again. But anyway, we're talking about menswear, and we talk about like the DMs that we get about it, and obviously so much of our DMs, or at least especially for him, because he's now public, he's so much bigger and much more public. People are like, oh, where's a cop? Where do I get this? Where do I, like, where's the belt from? Where's the jeans from?
He's posted his DMs before. Like, yeah, he gets
the interesting ones.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that too, and we were both kind of talking about how when people find out that it's not a mall brand, and I don't mean that derogatorily, just to kind of get ahead of it, where it's I guess I just mean like
it's not something that they could just go and get
and
themselves.
like walk out with it, like. It could, like, a pair of jeans, like 501s. Like, I guess nowadays they do. What's funny is that nowadays you can find some of this stuff. Like, Levi's now has, like, what they call the rib cage jean, because, like, it's super high waisted. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, I mean, when I was there, I had to look for 501s that were, like, the right cut or whatever. But anyway, we were talking about how people not just get disappointed, but they get salty. It feels like
they get upset
when they find out that they can't get that thing. It's almost like it's it's our fault that we're wearing something that is not, quote, easily accessible.
Because it's like, I don't know, everything else is nowadays. Like, everything is like fucking 1-day shipping on Amazon. So like,
yes,
when you see something that's not, that, like, I don't know, it does upset people. It gets them annoyed.
You know what? Here's something we kind of briefly talked about this before recording and kind of set this up, but something I'm thinking of right now is when influencers wear, like, so much of social media is influencer driven, or monetization, whatever you want to call it. It's more worth it for the influencer to wear something that you can get, because that is a opportunity for a brand deal, or for a link in bio. That is, you cannot do that when it's vintage.
Not at all.
And so I'm assuming people are. This is me conjecturing. I don't know how true this is, but based on the feedback, it can feel like if you're public, you are an influencer, quote unquote. And the fact that you wear something that they can't get is almost like an insult, because like why are you posting something you can't get? And it's
Yeah.
like that's crazy to me. You know, again, I don't know if that's the case for everyone, but the fact that people get upset that you cannot find it, it feels like they are like entitled to that.
Yeah.
And obviously there are people who are genuinely curious and will ask how do I find it? And of course a conversation will flow. But there are times where people like get like just tell me the brand, bro, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, the brand doesn't matter. But anyway, talking about that, I posted that on TikTok, kind of got into a discussion now about how like how do I say this? People don't want to put in effort to acquire things. I guess it's kind of like
they just want to be
the
told
easiest.
exactly what to get.
Yes, and for me, because I was talking about how in some cases, right, like I find someone's wearing a ring jacket, right? It's a brand name. It still exists to a certain extent. It's more than like finding an Oviats or a Palm Beach 40s jacket. Like it requires a little bit more intentionality, or you have to really want it to get it to find it or whatever. But I feel like the fact that I knew I wanted a rain jacket, it taught me to be more discerning, right? Like, why do I like rain jacket? And I knew it's not because I wanted the brand. Like, okay, well, rain jacket is Japanese made, the quality is there. And especially when it's Ring Jacket USA or Ring Jacket from the Armory, like there are things that are done to the cut that I like more than... Well, I remember MJ owns my Japanese ring jacket. That one is much more slim and narrow in the shoulders compared to the ones I've gotten later. And it's not to say that effort, like an item that requires effort, is better. I just appreciate it more, and I feel like I know what I like about it more as well.
Just most things in life take effort, and I think that's something that sometimes the internet like obfuscates from us, because everything seems so easy and instantaneous and conflict and pain free, I guess. But no, I don't know. Like we were talking earlier about like. Just people being like when we were getting up in the vintage scene, no one was telling us is like, you got to get this brand jacket.
Yes.
Like no one gave a shit about brands. It's like if you wanted like a cool denim jacket, you would try on like a million different ones, because like there were a lot more small local clothing brands back then.
And
it's like it was kind of more understood. It's like not everything is like one of one, obviously, because like if you look hard enough, you'll find another one. But it's like. I don't know. It kind of is. It kind of is with vintage stuff. It's like, it's you don't see duplicates. You don't see the same thing. So if you really like the specific pockets on like this hunting jacket versus like other brands, like I don't know, it's just gonna take time to find it. There's no other way around it.
Yeah, that reminds me of a part of this where I posted a fit check of me wearing a like 40s Argyle sweater vest, and it's obviously it's cut short with wide ribbing, and high armholes, a trim fit as I like, and the guy was like, "What's the brand?" And I'm like, because I listed it as like 40s sweater vest, because to me that's what it is. It is not. I don't know what's the brand. Congress, whatever the fucking like random ass name.
That's not gonna help. That's straight up not gonna help.
Yeah, and the guy was like a little bit like, well, I want to look it up so I can find it. I'm like, well, you like, I mean, good. Here it is. Good luck. But like, you would find you would find something that's more like this if you just look up 40 sweater vest, or sometimes
exactly
vintage sweater vest. Because like sometimes that is what it is. Like also at the end of the day, my ring jacket blazer is just a blazer that happens to be made by Ring Jacket. If I could find one, and I think the funny thing is, again, there are places you could go to find this. Like I think Buck Mason has a blazer. Obviously, I don't know if Suit Supply has a brass button one, but Spear and McKay has them. And yeah, obviously, I prefer Ring Jacket more because of the lapels and everything. But if your concern was to find a navy jacket with brass buttons, you could find that anywhere. And it's not like me wearing my Ring Jacket one does not make me inherently more stylish than someone wearing a Ralph Lauren one or wearing a Suit Supply one, or like fucking when you look in the 80s or 90s, there's a bunch of them that like are full of brands that don't exist anymore. It's just interesting that people focus so much on that and not like what the soul of the garment is, which is like just what it is. Obviously there's like, okay, so Spencer right now is wearing a Brooks Brothers Fun shirt. That is a unique thing. It's not impossible. Like people did make what they call like end of day shirts or fun shirts where like it's the leftover scraps of fabric or whatever. But to be fair, though, if you wanted the easy, like, because you have to stumble across it, and sometimes people don't know what to call this thing, but the common term would be a Brooks Brothers Fun shirt. To find this shirt, you would kind of have to find the Brooks Brothers Fun shirt. J Press has made some. I think also both Brooks Brothers and J Press have made it again nowadays. But say for me, I'm wearing a gray double-breasted suit.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, "What's the brand?" I'm like, "Well, it's a Atelier Fugue," but also like It could be Suit Supply. It could be Ralph Lauren. Like, it's just a double-breasted suit with wide leg pants. Like, it's not like, it's more important you find out what details that you like to find this kind of a thing. And that stuff is not easily done. And that's not nothing bad about that, right? I don't know. Like, it's not, that's a part of it.
Yeah.
To define your taste. I don't know.
I mean that. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. It's like it's taking away the actual work of figuring out like what it is you like or why you like it. Or as you said, it's like, rather than just like maybe I'm being unfair to this person who DM'd you about the sweater vest, but like, rather than saying it's like I like this sweater vest because I like that it has high armholes, whatever, like, all this stuff, and doing research to figure out where can I get other sweater vests like this, and you kind of gave them the work. It's sweater vests that are made in the 1940s look like this, but like this person just wanted a shortcut. It's like, this brand has this, and like I'm not gonna think, I just like this brand. I don't like that it is cropped or that it has the ribbing or whatever. I just like this brand, and I feel like it's taking away the work, but like that was something I enjoyed when getting into vintage
work
stuff.
To have to figure out your taste. Like,
I feel like it's fun, man.
That's like the entire point of having taste, is like you get to find out what you like. And I think what the bigger thing is, maybe people forget this, and this is why I don't want to be too disingenuous. It's like curation is not just finding out what you like, but also finding out what you don't like.
Exactly.
Like for me, like with sweater vests, it's like I like high armholes. It's because I don't like low armholes, and that makes me go like, it's not about the brand. And so, like, obviously, Ralph Lauren makes a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren makes good sweater vests. Ralph Lauren also makes bad sweater vests. And so it's like, I made a whole TikTok about this because I was talking about like, and I don't think the guy saw it, but a guy did comment. A different guy was like, I like, it's cool to see like what the actual process is behind this. And like, it's hard because you can't, like, to explain taste, to explain like the eye can only be found by like being discerning. And the reason why I like writing, the reason why I like making this stuff is because some people, maybe they just lack like to know how to start developing that. And so like if I just walk people through it, maybe they'll get it. And so like, again, like maybe the guy just needs more of that kind of encouragement. So like, again, like, to be fair, like I'm not gonna say like he is wrong for this. He just, but anyway, it's like 40 sweater, but here's why. And I said like, okay, you might be thinking, okay, well, Ralph Lauren's an old brand, I can look up vintage Ralph Lauren. But then I'm looking at Ralph Lauren sweater vests on eBay. There's a lot from the 90s that are just like really wide armholes, like thin ribbing, really long. And I don't want people to be like, oh, it's Ralph Lauren, I should buy it, because then they'll get it in and they'll be like, whoa, this goes way beyond. It
doesn't look how I want
my
it
high-waisted
to look.
pants. And it's like, and we've done that. We've gone through the work or whatever of like, oh shit, I bought this thing and it's not good. But like, would it be great if I had developed that eye the way I can see, okay, I don't want that.
Yeah,
that would be good too. And now we do that. We look at a shirt and it could be, oh, the collar points are too small, or like, okay, these are vintage Levi's. Oh, but the rise is like 10 inches versus the 12 or 13 that we like to wear. Or like, but it says like vintage jean or like a 40s cut, but like it tapers too much. The leg opening ratio to whatever, and it's like, you got to do that stuff. Like my friend was on a date with her boyfriend. They were going thrifting, and he's like, oh man, I like, hey babe, what do you think of this shirt? And she's like, oh, it's like small collar, looks slim. He's like, but it's Ralph Lauren. And it's like, well, that doesn't make it good automatically here. Like have some discernment apart from just having the brand name.
People are too into brands nowadays.
It's so funny. We were talking about this right before this, but I feel like it's good that we're in an anti-gatekeeping era now. Like I know we've talked a little bit about it. Maybe we'll have another future longer episode about the idea of like, well, we kind of talked about with like trends and stuff like, like we're like, a lot of people's reason why they're into certain clothes and certain stylings is because other people are not into it. And then when it gets diluted, like, I don't like that. I'm not going to try and gatekeep stuff just because of that. I feel like everyone should know where you got something. But again, like we said right now, sometimes it is just vintage sweater vest. Like that is what it is. But I think that being so open, again, with influencers and like saying where you got the stuff, it's almost, being so anti-gatekeeping has removed the work to where people just want that. Like they just want the brand. It's almost as like, it almost doubles down on like hypebeast culture. Even though like I guess hypebeast culture and hipster culture are two different things. But like, I feel like in the past it was very, if you know, but now it's like, it, so that's the only way to get it, and it's not, you don't just go there. Like not everything from engineered garments is good. At least to me, I don't know. Like I don't need. I'm not gonna be a brand whore. I guess.
I feel this is like the same thing. It's like when people like buy like a brand name like belt buckle or something because it's the only thing that they could afford from that. They just want to show off. It's like I have this. It's like okay, man.
You know what's really funny though is I feel like because we're in the good era of menswear right now, it's harder to discern what's cheesy or bad because like Ralph Lauren in general doesn't miss a lot compared to like it's not as like Hermes or whatever, or I mean and Hermes makes good bags but people just focus on the belt. But like with Ralph Lauren, like sometimes I'm like damn, like that sucks because it's not to my taste, and that's obviously super subjective. But I'm not again like the flip side, I'm not gonna buy it because of that. Like there's so many, like Double RL has so many good ideas, but I'm like too short.
Every once in a while, or sometimes it's too long.
It's too long, or like the shoulders are too narrow, stuff like that. And I'm like, no. And the whole point is you got to put effort into this, and it's not gatekeeping to say that. And I don't know, people just like they shy away from effort. Again, people saying that things listed as vintage is a form of like, oh, you should say where you got it. I'm like, well, I got it at a thrift store. Yeah. Like, like that is what it is, And again, we see so many people post stuff like this where it's like, here's a top 5 underrated brands to find at the thrift store. And I'm like, how about here's what to like, I don't know, like let's talk about like taste or just or whatever.
Like how to find clothes that actually fit you, and it doesn't have to it doesn't even have to be like one way. It's like if you're going for this kind of look, maybe look for something.
And fit is like proportion wise, right? Exactly. Like, if you like dressing like the 70s, you gotta have a shirt with a long collar. If you want to dress like the 40s, your pants gotta be higher. You don't just say, oh, buy this 70s. I mean, you could. Yeah. But then like if you don't want to always just look for brands, because again, I guess my concern is people are like passing up on good stuff without even knowing it. Like there's so many times like I have like a couple pairs of pants in there that are from the 80s that look 40s or whatever. I mean, sure, I don't care what brand they are. They are just 100% wool pants that are high waisted and double pleated, and they're cool fabric. That's it. Like that's all the art to me. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm pulling out fucking Armani. Also, like I don't even own any Armani.
But it is funny because I know that does happen in the vintage scene. Because I remember talking to like sellers or whatever at like Rose Bowl. Yeah. And it like the U.S. military had a lot of designs copied by like other countries and stuff, and so it's like. You can get something that looks exactly like a jungle jacket, but it's like, I don't know, French and from the 80s or something. Like I'm making an example up, but it's like those don't sell because everyone wants like, I want it to be U.S. Army. And it's like, it's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, my jungle jacket right now is like probably like a 90s repro. Yeah. Do I care? No.
Exactly. It's cool. But it's like the same thing happens, man. It's kind of funny.
I don't know, people are like, even within times where people are so into aesthetics, it still comes down to the brand. Yeah. And it sucks whenever that happens to me. Like again, like I wish that ring jacket wasn't like I wish it wasn't, right? Or I wish that I had found one earlier. It just happens to be that I got to ring jacket. Yeah. And I'll finish off with a story at the end of this, as we wrap up later in a little bit. But like I do have a McGregor sweater, and McGregor is a big brand that people love finding. And I'm like, I wish it wasn't, because then people will be like, oh my god, like. That's so good. I'm like, well, it's good also because it looks the way it does. It's not good because it's McGregor.
It's because it fits this way.
Yeah, or like, oh, your Western shirt's H-bar-C. Like, oh, so good. I'm like, well, it's also just, it's a black Western shirt. Yeah. I'm sure that other people had made black Western shirts. It just happened that the one that I found was also a brand that people like.
It's an iconic brand.
And I wish people just focused on that. Like it's like again, if I could just make everything in my head, like design everything, and I guess maybe I don't know. I don't have it's hard to make clothes, and that's sure work is, I'm not gonna do. But it's like I wish people focused more on that. Like what makes this jean good? What makes this tie good? Like, do I care that every tie is a pilgrim tie or whatever? No, I just some of these labels are fucking like, some of them don't have labels or they don't have anything. Like, yeah, Chip made good ties, J Press made good ties, but also fucking like Castle ties of like Milwaukee or whatever. Like that's cool to me too. It doesn't matter. All these like, and I feel like having those makes those garments even more interesting to me. And it makes them special. Also because like the journey it took to like get there. I don't know. MJ, what do you like? What do you got on this? I know we've been a little quiet for a little bit, but like, what do you What do you got on this? I'll make sure that we're
Yeah, I mean, you pretty said much of everything I think. Yeah.
One Mind.
Yeah, Hive Mind.
One Love. Remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
Did you
Get that trailer like every time.
Can't forget that trailer in Argyle.
Yeah. Oh, Argyle. Wow. Forgot about that
Agent
movie.
Argyle. Are you guys ready to meet the real Agent Argyle?
Yeah. Anyway,
talk about
MJ,
that
go
movie.
ahead.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the whole. I guess for me, it boils down to like it. If it's like worth doing, if it's like it's like just like the effort to like look and find what you really want, because this is also just kind of like another way to look at like being intentional or finding
totally.
finding like what you actually want, because I feel like how you said earlier, how people just want like the fast answers of like, oh, where'd you get it, what brand is it, like how do I get it, right? How do I get that one? It's like, well, the case is like we can't just show you where to like buy it. It's like there's a little bit of a process, I guess, to find these things.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes it's obviously this a lot of lessons about brands, but it's like when we're looking for it, we're not looking for the brand,
right?
And I feels like that's obviously I'm just repeating what I said, like that's is what they're looking at, but like I want a navy blazer.
Yeah.
I want one that fits what that is. That's what I want. What they want is a Ralph Lauren blazer, or like or something from Ralph Lauren, or something from Armani, and I'm like, that's just like, I think that's why we're so antagonistic to this kind of thing. Maybe a little unfairly or a little bit too intensely, but it is like again, even in the 30s and stuff like that. Like I don't want an Oviat's jacket. I want a belt back. It just sucks that maybe Oviat's made a bunch of those back in the day. I want a white suit. How many suits back in the day were not Palm Beach? That's kind of what it was. It's not impossible to find it, but there's just more of that. I want a fun shirt. Well, it has to be Brooks Brothers, or to a certain extent. But it's like people, again, they don't focus on what do you really want? And I think we just, encouraging people to get down into those details. That way, like, the world's your oyster. And that way it's like there is no easy answer because you could potentially find it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like, again, scrolling on eBay, like for my TikTok about the sweater vest, like I found a Fairhouse sweater vest that was made by like Mervyn's, and it's listed as just vintage sweater. I'm assuming from the label it could be like 80s.
Yeah.
We had like a little preppy resurgence there, and the thing is, it's got like wide ribbing, it's got high armholes or whatever. It looks so good. It might be like half acrylic, half wool, a little bit. So if I was being that much more pickier, maybe I wouldn't do that. But that looked better than the Ralph Lauren one, which was like super long, deep armholes with like tiny ribbing. Deep as in like they were big.
Yeah.
And it's like you couldn't find that Mervyn's one unless if you really like Mervyn's, but like it doesn't even say 80s, 90s, it doesn't say 40s, 50s, it just says vintage Mervyn sweater vest. And like that's the thing. You could find, like, you just have to scroll through and then use your fucking eyes to see, oh, that's the one I should buy. I think people always assume like, right, like the work is like, I'm not checking every fucking single page, but people, I guess, the work is a part of everything, and it's the fun of it. We're
we're
like
getting
that.
very Protestant with this.
Yeah,
the work is the fun part.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like when someone compared my rhetoric to like student loans. Okay, like the whole thing of like,
stupid,
like
dude.
like just because you put the work in doesn't mean other people have to do it. I'm like, well, this is more like if you wanted to be an artist, like you need to like go to art classes or whatever, or you don't have to do that, but you still have to like. YouTube is like free.
People have lost their minds, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, you don't have to have a degree to get a job, but like if you have to learn how to like do a mechanic stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you want to fix cars, like you don't have to like go to like whatever. I mean, I'm sure you actually for safety you should have a certification to do that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you still have to do certain things to get there.
I don't know, don't you want to get to the point where like people on like TikTok don't have to hold your hand to put together a good outfit? Like that's what the goal should be.
Sandwich method.
And it's also kind of like it's like what you said. It's like sometimes the answer is that you don't have any answers for them.
And that's intriguing, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta
So
like
it's like-
find that stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, so like if all the details you have is like 1940s sweater vest, it's like that launches like them finding what works for them, finding like
Yeah.
the
What makes something 40s? What makes something fit the way you want?
right,
stuff like
because
that.
it's not going to be like brand oriented versus like finding like the cut, finding the fabric or whatever, whatever
Yeah.
details
Yeah.
they actually end up liking.
Yes, no, that's entirely true. Those are things that you don't get, that doesn't get listed. You know, it's like, I mean, spear point collar. I think nowadays point collar has become a term now.
Yeah.
And again, it's funny that we're upset about this because I feel like the stuff is so much easier nowadays. You know, but before, like spear point collar was like a term invented by like collectors, and I think it comes from, I think maybe like the encyclopedia where they kind of retroactively call it like the Paramount collar because like movie stars would wear it. But like back then it was just a shirt.
It was just a
And so like, you know, like you to know what to buy was you have to look at stuff that either like, you know, that people would confuse or like didn't know it was from the 30s, or find stuff from the 90s that looked like it, and it forced you to like really think about what that stuff is. Like people like back in the 20s, so people don't like buy high-waisted pants. These were just pants.
Just regular
you know,
pants.
like and you know, for a long time people like, you know, on listings it's just vintage pants. If you look up high-waisted, it's the search term is in your eyes. You have to see it. It's not a tag you put into your
you
thing.
just assume if you're buying men's pants from the 40s, they're gonna be high waisted. Like,
Yeah,
it's just kind of
and
an
so
assumption.
therefore to know that you have to find out, okay, what makes his pants
Yeah.
from the 40s, or like what pants look like they could be from the 40s. And I'll finish off with a funny story because sometimes there is no work involved, and sometimes things are just dumb luck. And so, you know, I always wanted the blazer.
Yeah.
Right. I had a sack blazer that I got at a random thrift store in Orange County once. I think near, not UC Irvine. I don't know where it was, but you know, I wanted a double-breasted one because that, to me, that looks a bit more vintage. And you know, double-breasted, as we said before, look just inherently old because they're not as commonplace. And you know, in 2020, the bloke went out of business, unfortunately, RIP. And they had a clearance sale, and they stocked Ring Jacket USA, which, you know, compared to the Japanese, the ones that are, you know, the regular Ring Jacket is more, quote, Neapolitan. So like there's, and more like, you know, American friendly. So bigger, fuller chests, wider shoulders, stuff like that. You know, obviously it's, my headcanon is that Ring Jacket USA was meant to compete because of the Armory. The Armory has, you know, their own models, right? It's like, well, we can't, you know, we should get more of that market, right? So if we, you know, whatever. And so, you know, Ring Jacket, they had those stocked at the Bloke and some other places, but of course the Bloke was going out of business. So I was like, well, I didn't have $1,300 or $1,500 to spend initially, but it's going out of business, and so 60% off, that's like $700, which is like the price of like a J. Crew. I'm like, well, okay, and it's really good. Bought that. And that's crazy. That's like, you know, like that's I don't wish brands to or stores to go out of business, but like that's something that you just can't control. Like that's inherently part of this like crazy story that I got. But it doesn't end there because I wore it for a long time, as people know. I love my navy blazer. I feel like it's foundational to my Ethan style, you know. But then I get older, I get fatter, I get bigger, I go to the gym, you know, whatever, blah blah blah, and I just can't. It doesn't fit. It doesn't have the same drape as it does anymore. And you know, I didn't have gout, so I didn't lose the weight at the time. And so,
Oh no.
off to MJ it went. And I did my best to try and find another version. You know, obviously it's been 4 or 5 years now since the Bloke closed. Ring Jacket USA, I think, doesn't exist anymore. And so like I'm like, how am I gonna get my fucking blazer again? Am I just gonna, I guess, yeah, I mean, I just have to be patient. And I already have the taste for Ring Jacket. That's the hard part. Like I can't, I'm not gonna just buy a Spear McKay one because now Spear McKay one looks a little too short, and lapels, blah blah blah, aren't the same. I did end up finding a 70s blazer, or like late 60s one, so a little bit different. You know, it's a little bit longer, more of a belly to the lapel, more pagoda in the shoulders. Looked very cool. I wore it for a couple of months, and it was like $60. I got it at a vintage store. Crazy. But take a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
But I was like, damn, I miss mine. And also, it wasn't like the hop sack or the balloon fabric. Then my friend Doug is like, hey, I'm moving to New York. Do you want to buy my Ring Jacket blazer? Because he also bought it when it was going out of business. And he is one size bigger than I was. And he's like, yeah, I mean, do you want it for like, you know, and he barely wore his. I don't know. But, you know, so like, I was like, yeah, like a couple, a little bit less than like what I got it for, so maybe like
that's great.
500, $600, pre-owned rain jacket. And I'm back.
You're back,
and
baby.
And now MJ and I can match. I think there's like one day where we wore the same ones, on the same day. And it's like when someone says, "Oh, like, where'd you get that jacket?" It's Ring Jacket, but that doesn't get the whole crazy story of how I got there. And I'm not saying that this is better than like a jacket that I got like when I go to like a Suit Supply, like I walk in there. And even then, my custom stuff from Suit Supply is not I went in there and they just measured me and I walk out. Like I'm there.
There's a process.
I'm like talking. We had a whole episode about this.
Yeah.
And I'm like telling Jack, I'm like, "Oh, Jack, we can't do that." And I think I mentioned this on my TikTok, but like I was there helping Joseph get something done because I know how hard it is, and that's why I'm always trying to be there whenever friends get something, because like it's hard to communicate the stuff, and I don't, friends. Obviously, Jack doesn't even work there anymore. He's now moved on to a different and cooler job. But anyway, I was there and I was wearing my white suit because I got it altered, and my Suit Supply suits are really good. But this customer was like, "Hey man, who made which one of y'all made that suit? Like you props to that guy, to that salesperson." And a different salesperson at Suit Supply was all like, "Hey, you got to give me the credit because like it's as much as it is him as it is Suit Supply." And I'm like, it's true. Pushing the boundaries. And again, working with Jack, knowing the limits of what to do, like that's obviously really good too. But like knowing what questions to ask, like it was a big deal to kind of get there and like find out like where to put the balance and everything like that. And that's come with Atelier Fugue, and that was hard too because of like that was like remote bespoke. And I also remember before I used to do Indochino, and I got high-waisted pants from Indochino by like manipulating the system there, and all those years of getting stuff altered at the tailor, just like off the rack, knowing, okay, if this is going to balance here or whatever, like saying I got it from Suit Supply is like only a fraction, or like, is not the full story of like that whole journey, But then again, there are times when I walk into like Ty Florence or walk into Bryceland's, like, okay, I want that thing, That's not to say that this is better than the other one, but like I feel like in all cases it does involve a lot, and we shouldn't shy away from it, Like even going into Bryceland's and knowing what to buy, what not to buy, involves a lot from you, or even like knowing what to buy from Uniqlo or J.Crew. Like having a discerning taste is something that we should embrace, and not just buy it because it's Uniqlo. Don't just buy it because it's Ring Jacket. Maybe there's someone out there who could like really strong tailoring and being like, Ring Jacket is not good for me because it's not in that way. So then that's why you want husbands instead, or blah blah blah. So I don't know. There's always a fun journey. I feel like it makes me like my clothes, and maybe if that's a hot take, having a journey with your clothes makes you like it more.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It's
true. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me not want to sell it. It crushed me to sell it to MJ, but then now I have it, and now he has it. Now you got to get a Ring Jacket.
I gotta get it.
You got to get a guy who's a couple sizes bigger than me. Then to find that navy double-breasted blazer. But yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you guys want to talk with us more, contribute some talking points or whatever, go to patreon.com/downdirection. $5 a month gives you access to our Discord, where we talk about this stuff, and also gives you access to our plethora of bonus episodes where we talk about Marty Supreme.
Other things.
God damn it! We
always forget.
It's
all that heaven allows.
We do it a lot.
Yeah,
once every month, and there was 12 Maestro.
We did a Maestro.
I don't know. Oppenheimer was one that was big enough for us to not put on behind the paywall.
Oh yeah, we did the main feed. Did we do Barbie? Do we do
both of those? Those were both main feed. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of movies out there, but if you like us,
we've done a lot of movies, guys. There's many.
We love them. We love the movies so much. I mean, if we weren't talking about clothing, I think honestly this would be a movie podcast. Maybe one day it will be that way when we run out. But $10 a month, doubling that amount, or doubling the $5. You could double to 20 if you want.
That's true.
To our Venmo accounts. $10 a month gives you nothing else, but MJ does thank you. MJ, who are we thanking?
We're thanking our Sadcast fanatics. Whoa.
Fanatics. Philly fanatics.
Fanatics, Shane Curry, Philip Gregard, Henrik Wilberg, and Talbot.
We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you to MJ for producing the podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Oh, Sound Direction at Sound Direction on Instagram.
That's
Bye-bye.
us.
Oh,
Bye bye.
bye-bye.